The sunlight penetrates the woods, casting dappled light on the path, and everything is full of vitality. This is a clever hedgehog, and we call him C. Found a fallen quill, and the sunlight illuminated his excited face. Every quill is a valuable defensive weapon. CT clutched the quill tightly, her eyes firm. A rabbit hopped curiously to CT's side, looking at the feather in his hand with a puzzled expression. "Why are you collecting these things?" the rabbit asked curiously. TT triumphantly raised the quill in her hand, it shimmering in the sunlight. "This is my special collection," TT announced proudly. The rabbit opened its eyes wide, seemingly showing a strong interest in CT's collection. CT carefully inserted the quill into her back, as if displaying a precious work of art. The sunlight shines on CT, and the quill on his back sways gently in the breeze. Carefully and quietly, he arranged the arrows, as if weaving an invisible trap. He stealthily set up the fletched arrows by the roadside, waiting for the hunting dog to step into the deadly trap. This is the path the hounds often take. "What are you doing?" "I'm setting up defenses. Hounds have been coming around here a lot lately." The barking of dogs came from afar, the threat of hunting dogs closing in step by step. The sound of the hound's footsteps grew closer, and the aura of death enveloped this narrow predicament. Cece signaled everyone to hold their breath. The air seemed to freeze, leaving only the sound of heartbeats echoing in their ears. "Everyone be quiet, watch me." Cece's voice was very low, but with an unquestionable firmness. The panting of the hounds grew clearer and clearer, filled with bloodthirsty excitement, the shadow of death closing in step by step. "Ha! Finally found you, little hedgehog." The hunting dog's maniacal laughter echoed through the forest, laced with the playful cruelty of a cat toying with a mouse. Cece's lips curved slightly upward, a sly glint in her eyes, as if she had already set up an inescapable trap. "Since you're here, why not take a closer look at my collection?" Sis's voice was soft but with a chilling threat. The hound rushed forward recklessly, its greedy eyes fixed on Sissy. The air is thick with a dangerous atmosphere. A life or death contest is about to begin. Sissy quickly curled into a spiky ball, ready for the impending impact. The hound lunged, but crashed into Sissy's hard spikes, emitting a painful howl. Sissy rolled on the ground, deftly dodging the hunting dog's attack. Sunlight is scattered, traps are everywhere, and dangers lurk. The hound grinned, revealing its sharp teeth, as if victory was assured. Sissy stepped back, her eyes full of vigilance, as if facing a formidable enemy. "No matter how slow you are, you can't escape today." The hound's voice was full of contempt and triumph. "Who said I was going to run away?" Sissy's voice was soft, but with a hint of subtle slyness. "Then surrender." The hound closed in, as if already seeing the light of victory. "You should worry about your own feet first." Sissy's tone was full of implications. The hound was carried away with its success and didn't notice the danger under its feet at all. The hound stepped into a trap, and the sharp spikes instantly pierced his paw. A sharp, stinging pain instantly spread throughout its body, and the hound let out a piercing scream. The hound howled in pain, its voice echoing through the empty defensive zone. "Ah! Ouch, ouch, ouch! What is this?" The hound's voice trembled. Sissy proudly shows off the carefully arranged trap, a hint of slyness in her smile. "These are the defensive weapons I have carefully collected. Do you like them?" Sissy's voice was full of provocation. The hound struggled painfully, trying to break free from its restraints, its eyes filled with anger. You are too cunning! The hound's voice was weak and filled with resentment. Sitz looked at the hound with disdain, as if mocking its helplessness. That's called wisdom, not cunning. Cece's voice was calm and confident. The trap glinted coldly in the sunlight, foreshadowing an even more difficult situation for the hounds. The hound lay helplessly in the trap, despair permeating the air. The afterglow of the setting sun spills onto the forest path, and the hidden creatures gradually reveal themselves. That's amazing, Spiky! The rabbit exclaimed sincerely, his eyes full of admiration. So that's why you were collecting the fallen spines! The squirrel suddenly realized, hugging the nuts in its arms tightly. Sometimes, the best defense is to make the opponent retreat, Prickle said calmly, his eyes full of wisdom. The hounds never came to bother the animals in the forest again, and the fear gradually dissipated. CT taught everyone that wise defense is often more effective than a hard attack. The forest returned to tranquility, and the animals enjoyed the peace under the setting sun. The evening breeze gently rustles the leaves, bringing the fragrance of the earth. The afterglow of the setting sun dyed the sky red, and the forest appeared particularly tranquil in the golden light. The little animals lived a peaceful life under Prickly's protection. The night is coming in the forest, and the animals are returning to their respective nests.